I'm WFAE education reporter James Farrell, and it's time again for Education Mondays. And there's a lot of stuff to go over this week, so let's dive right in. First up, a lot of CMS schools are going to see leadership changes next year. The district just approved a flurry of new principal appointments for the upcoming school year, and those appointments affect at least 20 schools. That's actually more than 10% of the schools in the district. A lot of these changes are principals transferring from one CMS school to another. Sometimes this creates a bit of a domino effect. For instance, the principal from Charles H. Parker Academic Center is going to Greenway Park Elementary, so the principal from Alexander Graham Middle School will fill the new vacancy at Charles Parker, and the principal from Billingsville Cotswold will fill that new vacancy at Alexander Graham. The district tells us to expect more appointments between now and July 1st as they continue to fill vacancies and honor transfer requests ahead of the new school year. Speaking of changes in the district, the school board also looked last week at boundaries for a brand new elementary school that's set to open in 2026. This new facility on Park Road would serve students currently zoned for the Marie G. Davis K-8 school and Dilworth Elementary. The superintendent is recommending a plan that would send just over 800 students from those two schools to this new school, opening it at about 85% capacity. One big impact of this plan is that it would eliminate out-of-zone enrollment at the new school, meaning that about 138 students from other parts of the county who are currently attending Dilworth or Marie G. Davis might need to move schools, likely returning to their home school or finding another magnet program. There could be a few exceptions for students who transferred due to a low-performing home school. The new school is part of the 2023 bond, and this recommendation is tied to the board's fall decision to make Marie G. Davis a full Montessori magnet school. Dilworth will become a full middle school magnet. There's a public hearing scheduled for June 5th before the board votes on this later in the month. And finally, Mecklenburg County Manager Dina Diorio recommended fully funding the school district's budget request for the next fiscal year. That's a request for around $667 million, which is about 4% more than the county gave to the district last year. If you've kept up with these videos, you know this recommended funding would help pay for things like increases to the county teacher salary supplement, pay increases for non-certified staff, and new Chromebooks for students. This recommendation is significant because it's happening while the county is making cuts in other areas and even proposing a property tax increase. Diorio said the fact that the school budget is mostly funding salaries and people was a big selling point. The county commissioners are set to vote on this budget recommendation and the whole county budget on June 3rd. So there you have it, a quick look at some of the key CMS news from the past week. Stay tuned to WFAE for more on education and other news.